Joan, make totems. You have already carved a few totems, but you have had to return to the living room for more correct site dowels. Your carving work is not nearly complete. Every time you re-enter your room, you shudder at the recent handiwork of some mischievous imps. You just can't turn your back on them for a second. Rotten imps. Those posters were like children to you. Ross, flea room. At long last, you have returned to your bedroom with a stable power supply and internet connection. Vodka Mutini purrs at your side. We suppose you will call it Muty for short.
That's quite a totem collection. What are you planning?
Oh, whoa, hi. Oh, gonna make some stuff. Are you okay? Hasn't your house been on fire for like 5 hours now?
No, that was the nearby forest, which up until quite recently would have been best described as on fire. But you may be excited to learn that just as recently, my house finally notched that achievement.
Wow, congrats, I guess?
Thank you. Have you seen Dani?
Nah, her sis is probably busy kicking her ass. That's probably all there is to say on the matter.
Okay, I'm going to start putting this grist to use too. Let's be sparing with the frivolous knick-knack breeding and focus on getting you up to the gate, okay?
Yeah, okay, I hear you, but I think we'll help plenty. I've been killing imps all over the house and now it's lousy with gushers.
Gushers?
I mean grist. Serves them right for ruining my posters, the bastards.
Which posters?
Don't you see? My sweet movie posters. Look at them, they're fucking ruined.
Joan? Are you suggesting that imps are responsible for defacing your movie posters?
Yeah?
Your posters have looked like that ever since I first saw your room. The moment we started playing this game. I thought you had defaced them ironically to mock your mother's interests. Joan?
Very funny, Ross. Nice joke. Great joke there, Ross. Top of the line prank.
This is good. Laughter is probably the best way to avoid being especially melodramatic about the revelation.
Yes, yes! Let's keep this joke going because it's such a good one. Oh my!
WV, descend. You cannot descend from the top of your mobile station. The loose cable you gathered up and tied together is not yet long enough to allow you to reach the ground safely. You have used all the cable you can find. You will have to come up with another plan. Sacrifice your mayoral sash for more cables. Absolutely not! What are you, crazy? A mayor does not relinquish her mayoral sash under any circumstances ever, period. WV, purify the temple. That's such a dumb idea. Not as dumb as using your sash, but it comes close. That temple is way too big. You'd probably just end up purifying a chunk of useless boring rock. Wait, what's that? There's something dangling from the top of one of the towers near the temple. WV, command Serenity to carry the rope for you. She is a tiny insect and cannot possibly lift more than the weight of a pumpkin seed. She does, however, inform you of what the ledge contains through a series of informative blinks. There is a rusty old harpoon lodged into the crumbling rock. Tied to it is a bunched up jumble of handy cable. This strikes you as convenient. It is almost as if someone knew you would need a bunch of cable, and that you would have a mayoral sash made out of cable, and that you were particularly attached to that mayoral sash, and would stubbornly refuse to use it. Anyone who knew that much would surely possess a special gift. Alas, but it seems a bit far-fetched. WV, get ye rope. Okay, we just established it was a cable and not a rope, but that's okay. You take a hasty swig from one of your delicious ponds and put it down. You then quickly adjust the coordinates to purify the jumble of handy cable. Oh, of course! The time wasn't set to the present moment. Somehow, it got reset to a few hundred years ago. It is some sort of present from the past. In the present. Attached is an envelope. It looks extremely important. You open the envelope. Inside is a letter and another envelope. This is all highly confusing and you do not know what to make of it. Still, it is obviously critical mayoral business which you take very seriously and you will defend this package with your life. WV, try to purify the cable again. You set the time to the present and to purify the jumble of cables. WV, take the obvious course of action. You tie all the cable together and carefully lower your precious pumpkin thimble. You then rappel down the station with your package, which must not leave your side. Years in the future, which is to say the present moment precisely, an aimless renegade prepares for company. Ross, build as much as you can, as fast as you can.
Okay, while I make some stuff here, can you keep an eye out for imps? Just keep the safe or tub handy or something. It'll serve them right for trashing my posters.
I keep telling you, the posters were always like that.
And I keep telling you, ha ha, very funny.
Here, look.
Yeah, I saw those, but they didn't look like that before. You must have changed,
Even if I had the motive for such a bizarre and pointless deception, where would I find the time? I don't even have Photoshop.
Then why didn't you tell me they were there?
I had no reason to think you were not aware of them. I thought they were strange, certainly, but I was not struck by any particular impulse to discuss them.
Okay, it still doesn't make sense, though. Implying that I drew them a while ago and then forgot, and couldn't see them and now suddenly see them. That's stupid. What would that even mean?
It looks like you were in your mother's room recently.
Yeah.
And how did it make you feel to discover what was in there?
Oh no, I just realized you were going to psychotherapify me. Well, don't bother.
Maybe I am just being a friend?
Maybe. I suspiciously. Anyway, I guess you saw what's in there. It's boring and there's not much to even see.
That doesn't matter. What matters is seeing how it affected you. I think it clearly has in some way.
Well, I don't know. At first I was nervous to go in and find more of her weird clowns because of course they are stupid and I hate them a lot. But then when I didn't see anything, it was weird. I felt weirdly, disappointed almost.
Is it fair to say this changed your perception of your mother?
Yeah, I guess.
Is it such a stretch to conclude it changed your perception of other things as well?
No, maybe not. But what are you getting at? It sounds like you're trying to say I'm crazy.
Joan, alchemize.
I don't like to use the word crazy.
Oh god, see? This is therapy bullshit.
That was a joke. But anyway, whether it means you are or are not, consider this theory. Your presumably long-standing tendency for scrolling this imagery is really your subconscious trying to express something disturbing within you, possibly something from your past which you've blocked out. And since you have suppressed it, your conscious self cannot acknowledge the drawings, therefore they have been invisible until now.
Why now?
Perhaps because you have seen evidence that conflicts with the worldview your subconscious has constructed to obfuscate the truth. That your mother was not necessarily the clown-loving maniac you thought she was. All along, this negative attribute buried in your psyche may have been projected onto her and subsequently revealed as a sort of defense mechanism.
But this is absurd. My mom loves these shitty clowns. She's got all these statues and paintings everywhere.
Is it unthinkable that, over the years, it was she who believed you were the one with a passion for clowns? Because of all the strange drawings in your room? A mother then embraces a daughter's hobby to establish a stronger bond, or wages a campaign of passive-aggressive mockery of your interests. Either is plausible. I don't know your mother that well.
I don't know. Not sure about all this. But I think we need to stop and acknowledge the bunny sassafras I just made.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Wow, what are you doing, by the way? Ross, sorry to say, but this is all looking kind of silly.
I'm trying to spread the upward construction around so there is a more substantial foundation for later on, but I'm starting to wonder if it'll be strong enough. It's kind of starting to wobble a little. I don't think brick chimneys were meant to serve this architectural purpose.
Yeah, no shit.
I might have to adopt a different building strategy, stick to more load-bearing walls and blockier shapes, especially since grist has been easier to come by lately.
Okay, but you really must be running low on time by now, right?
Right.
Strider!
Jude, dream up extra arms and play advanced bass solo. Chained Wardrobifier to cycle through Star, Heart, Horseshoe. Okay, you leave the moon in the cycle though, cause you like it. Jude, go explore the Golden City. Jude, go make a new friend. WV, eat letter and envelope. Will you cut that out? You have company. WV, look behind you. See? Over there. WV, read letter. Give present. Hooray! Jude, gracefully fly to the other golden tower. You decide to check on your neighbor. Jude, investigate other tower. It is very much the same as your own. The only difference is that this is home to a young girl instead of a young boy. You peer through the window. Joan is, of course, sound asleep. It looks like she's having troubled dreams as usual. You cannot disturb her slumber though. She will wake up when she is ready. Speaking of Joan, you wonder if she got the birthday present you sent her. Or, for that matter, if you even remembered to send it. Darn! You get so confused sometimes. If only you had some system in place to help you remember things. Your moon is getting very close to Skya. You had better go inside soon. It is never a very good idea to be outside during the eclipse. Maybe you can take the opportunity to log onto your computer and ask Joan about her present. You just know she will think it is awesome, and it will be a great way to thank her for the wonderful present she got you. Joan, alchemize in a 1980s time-lapse montage. That would be pretty cool and would promote the appearance to the audience that a whole lot was getting done in not much time, but it also sounds like a pain in the ass, so you decide to play it straight up this time. Ross has moved the alchemimeter back down to the deck while he reworks the building project up there. Just as well, because it will save you a lot of legwork. Between this thing, the Design-X, and the lathe, that's a whole lot of scrambling around. Joan, recombine Hammer and Pogo Ride. This time, instead of overlapping the two cards, which created the Pogo Hammer, you use the two codes to double punch a blank card, producing a different hole pattern. The result is the Hammerhead Pogo Ride. It doesn't look like it's as much fun as the original ride, but to be fair, it's probably a lot safer. Double punching cards creates patterns with more holes rather than less holes by overlapping cards. This strikes you as a viable method for combining more than two items without whittling down to too few holes or too many. Just mix up the overlaps and double punches and the sky's the limit. Joan, combine Ghost Shirt and Suit. You make the Green Slime Ghost Suit. Pretty swanky, but you're not completely satisfied with the wardrobe upgrade yet. Joan, combine Ghost Suit and Wise Guy Book. You make the Wise Guy Slime Suit. This is so much better. It seems there are lots of secret trickster gimmicks concealed in— oh shit, there go the cards! Joan, combine glasses and PDA. You make the Serious Business Goggles. This is a pretty nice hands-free communication solution, and it makes you look way cooler, like one of the kids from Spy Kids or something. God, that was a good movie. Real spies, only smaller. Joan, combine Sledgehammer, Telescope, and Sassacretext. You make the Telescopic Sassacrusher at pretty considerable expense. This thing could probably pound an ogre into crude burger. Of course, you have no hope of lifting it whatsoever. Joan, combine Gushers and Blue Ectoplasm. You mix your Gushers with some of the blue slime Papa left on the wall. You make a box of HELLACIOUS blue phlegm aneurysm Gushers with ghostly healing properties. These should be convenient, if somewhat unappetizing. Joan combined Fake Arm, Blue Ectoplasm, and PDA. You make the remote Ghost Gauntlet. It looks like when you put on the special computer glove, it lets you control the big slimy ghost hand. The Ghost Gauntlet appears to have a considerably higher lift capacity than your own puny arms. Joan, combine Ghost Gauntlet and Bathroom Mirror. You make a left-handed remote Ghost Gauntlet to complete the pair because you don't see why the hell not. Joan, combine Umbrella and Straight Razor. You make the Barber's Best Friend. It suddenly seems worthwhile to you to go nab that umbrella kind stripe specimen that's been lying in the study for a while. Joan, combine Gushers and Shaving Cream. You make a deadly Duncan Hines Barbasol Bomb. Be careful with that thing, Jesus! Joan, combine Ghost Dad poster with— okay, you have a cool idea for something to do with your Ghost Dad poster, but it looks like you drew shit all over that one too, without realizing it. Lousy goddamn stupid subconscious. Anyway, you think you have an idea how to clean it up. Joan, catch log and punch Heath Ledger Joker figurine. If you can somehow subtract the code of the Joker figurine from the code of the poster, it might work. Luckily, the Joker code only has 2 holes, making the task very simple. The defaced Cosby poster shares those holes. You determine the defaced Cosby could only result from a double punching with the Joker if your theory is correct. This means the original Cosby poster had one of those holes punched, or the other, or neither, making 3 total possibilities. You try out all 3 possible codes, yielding 1 potted plant, 1 painting of a horse attacking a football player, and 1 clean Cosby poster. Success. Joan, combine the Cosby poster with computer. You make the Cosby Top computer. This thing is probably a useless piece of shit, but making it has caused you to feel an alarming sense of satisfaction. Joan, combine Mom's Hat and Problem Sleuth Game. You make another ordinary hat with 4 pieces of candy corn inside. Joan, combine Hammer and Problem Sleuth Game. Whatever this item is, you cannot make it yet. It requires a ludicrous amount of grist, some types of which you have not even encountered. Joan, combine iron and pogo hammer. You make the wrinkle fucker. So much sweet loot. You'd almost think it was simultaneously your birthday and Christmas or something. Of course, you know that is ridiculous and could never conceivably happen.
Sis just kicked my ass. It's really all there is to say on the matter.